right, guys, and welcome back to Afrik Football. This is going to be our second half of predictions. Thank you, Mr. Mwamba, for this series. We're going to do the second half of the World Cup predictions. Thank you to everyone who watched the first videos. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Without wasting much of your time, Mr. Mwamba, get us into their starting position. Talk about Group E, Mr. Mwamba.
Well, definitely for me, Group E is definitely the group of death. Looking at teams like Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica. All four teams
How
are
can this be
powerhouses
the
where they
group
come
of
from.
death, sir?
Come on, two European heavyweights, one Asian heavyweight, and one North American heavyweight. It's definitely the anyway. Not waste much of your time. I'm a German fan, so I'll be a bit biased on this. Or rather, we start with Spain, right? Yeah, we follow the order.
Yes, we'll start
So
with
looking at
Spain,
the
Mr. Mwamba.
Spanish team, yes, looking at the Spanish team, I only see these guys finishing third, and this is due to the reason because they left the hair behind. They left,
Okay.
yeah,
Yo,
they
that
left,
Manchester
they
bias,
left.
the usual guys. The Manchester United fan going on about the hair.
Definitely. So, Spain finishing third in the group. That's my call.
Spend that in the group. No, guys. Oh, I'm the logical one. As usual, Mr. Mwamba comes up with these convoluted stories because he thinks one player changes everything when Kepa is still fine and alive and everyone else in goal is still fine and alive. Well, okay, so I'm going to say this about Spain, yeah? I like Spain.
Hmm.
And I won't lie, this is a very simple
Yeah.
group because it is a European based group. Japan, Costa Rica. Costa Rica might be good, but they are not as good as Spain. Let's not forget we have youngsters like Gavi and Pedri in the midfield for Spain. Let's not forget that Spain has Ansu Fati and the rest of the youngsters that play for Barcelona, and they've been quite very good recently. And I don't think it would be
Okay.
fair for me to say Spain is not going to qualify out of this group. So for me, Spain is going to end this group as the second best team in this group. That's what I think they will
Oh.
qualify. No hard feelings. That is my prediction, Mr. Mwamba. Do move on.
All right. So second prediction is for Germany. As I was saying, I probably gave it away when I was talking about Spain. But anyway,
Yes, we know.
so when I look when I look at this German squad, I only see them finishing first. The likes of Gosens are fit for the World Cup. Mario Götze was
Mm.
called for the World Cup. We have Thomas Muller, still has a point to prove. He was a top scorer in 2010. We have multiple players in the German squad that have a point to prove right now. And we have the likes of Joshua Kimmich. So I only see and Jamal Musiala. He's a talent I'm actually excited to watch at this World
Yeah,
Cup,
Musiala.
and I
I
fancy
thought
him.
you'd forget Musiala.
No, 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 I wouldn't forget Musiala, and I fancy him being the young player of the tournament. I heard it first from here, guys. Musiala will be the player of the tournament, and I'm going Germany to finish first.
All right, so we've heard a biased opinion by a German fan. So I'm going to come in and talk about Germany and say Musiala, the youngster, 17-year-old Mokoko. Then Thomas Muller. Then we also have Manuel Neuer in the goals, even though he's not been great for Bayern Munich. But when Neuer is not at his greatest, he becomes the normal level of a top goalkeeper for any other club. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I will not even argue with Mr. Wamba. I feel Germany under Hansi Flick is been a very good team, and I think going forward they're an attacking threat. And if I looked at them and timed them very closely, they could win this whole thing. For now, I'm just going to say Germany on my end is also going to be top of this group. Moving on to Japan, Mr. Wamba, hit us with the good news.
Well, I honestly feel Japan are the team that are going to finish second in this group. For just an on and off kind of situation at every World Cup, they make it to the round of 16, meet a big European team, and pack their bags. But to see Japan finish second, and it's not even a matter of hope, more of the many different players. I fancy the defense now because the defender from Napoli, who's also Japanese, and he's been playing all this season. So I only see Japan finishing second in this group. In Asian Cup, and all games are always making the semi-final. So they're actually the team with the Arsenal to finish second, and the team that I actually fancy finishing second in this group. So I'll go Japan second.
All right, Mr. Wamba said Japan will be the second team in this group. Well, it's time to give my educated opinion on where Japan is going to end in this group. So, I'm going to say one thing. Japan in last World Cup only made it out of a group on the fair play rule. That's why the reason they had a better
They made it
red yellow
against
card.
Senegal.
Yes, against Senegal. They had a better yellow card maximum against Senegal. Japan isn't the greatest in this group. To be honest, if you look at Spain and Germany, the first two teams, I don't think Japan can hold a candle to these people. Personally, I don't think Japan is a very good team. I know they're good. They have is it Minamino, but that is all they have going on for them. There's not much that I can say. This is an attacking threat, and this is what's going to make them win this group. So I personally have had been contemplating between Costa Rica and Japan. I think Japan is probably going to end it at the bottom of this group. Yes, Japan. I see Japan ending it at the bottom of this group for me. All right, Mr. Wamba, we're going to move on to Costa Rica now. So hit us with the good news.
Well, so for this Costa Rica team, I know they have Keylor Navas, who's arguably the best
Mm-hmm.
goalkeeper of our generation, and I don't see them conceding too many
Arguably,
goals,
truly
but I don't see
arguably.
them beating. Exactly, but I don't see them beating Spain. I don't see them beating Germany. I don't see them beating Japan. So for me, Costa Rica can only finish dead last in this group, and that's all I can say.
All right, so Mr. Wambas put Costa Rica at the bottom of the group. So I'm going to be different and say South American qualifiers or American qualifiers in general are truly a marvel to watch. And I believe Costa Rica isn't the worst team in this group. I think they could hold their own. They have the strength, they have the power, and they have the speed and agility. And I think they will probably be able to outmuscle Japan to get slightly a point above Japan because the games versus Germany and Spain for Japan and Costa Rica are non-entity. So the tiebreaker between these two teams will be themselves. And I think Costa Rica might pick one and be able to get a goal against Japan and win this whole game and get those points and be number 3 on my table. So, and we are at the end
Okay.
of the group, Mr. Wamba. This is how it's going to end. Mr. Wamba says Germany is going to win with Japan qualifying out, Spain finishing third, which is a shocker, and Costa Rica at the bottom. Why I said Germany is going to win. Spain is going to be number 2, of course. Costa Rica and Japan will be at the bottom fighting each other for the spoils. Mr. Wamba, any closing remarks?
Well, for the closing remarks, make sure you watch all our World Cup prediction videos for the other groups. And we also have the videos for the other groups coming up shortly. So you guys make sure you subscribe and like Afrik Football. We need to get to 11,000 subscribers.
All right, you've heard the man. Thank you for everyone who watched this video. All the videos will be linked on the screen. So we did Group A to Group D, which is gonna be in the bottom of the description. And those, if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe. We're just trying to get 11,000 subscribers. So bye, Mr. Wamba. Peace out.